Level 1. The first time you hear it. You're 17. Sunday service. Third row from the back. You're not even paying attention. Then the woman 3 seats down starts shaking. Low at first, like a vibration. Then her voice opens up. Something flows out of her that doesn't sound human. Not in a scary way. In an 83832 real way. Like she found a frequency nobody else can tune into. You lean forward. The pastor says, "That's the Holy Spirit." But your question isn't what it is. Your question is, why don't I have it? Asterisk. That question is the door. And you just knocked. Level 2. You start asking questions. You start researching. Late nights. Earphones in. Rabbit holes. You find out it's called glossolalia. Scholars say it's a psychological phenomenon. Neurologists say it bypasses the language center of the brain. Theologians say it's divine communication. Mystics say it's older than religion itself. Ancient, pre-language, pre-civilization. You find texts that say Moses' burning bush encounter was accompanied by sounds no Hebrew word could describe. You find references to it in Sumerian temples, in shamanic ceremonies, in Pentecostal revivals, in classified government research. Wait, classified? You keep pulling the thread. Level 3, the thing nobody preaches about. There are 2 types. The church only teaches you one. Type 1 is what you've seen the overflow. Uncontrolled. Spontaneous. It comes to you. Type 2 is different. Type 2 is intentional. Ancient monks used it as a form of mental rewiring. Early Gnostic Christians used it to enter altered states. Certain African spiritual traditions use specific tonal patterns to shift consciousness before healing ceremonies. The sounds aren't random. They follow a structure, not grammar, not vocabulary, pattern, repetition, rhythm, breath. You stumble onto a forum where someone writes. What you call tongues is just your nervous system bypassing your ego. The language of the soul doesn't need translation. You sit with that for 3 days. Something shifts. Level 4, you try it alone. Your room. 2 Uhr nachts. No one watching. You feel stupid at first. You open your mouth and nothing comes. Then you stop trying to make it happen. You breathe. You let go. And something rises. Not words. Not sound exactly. A vibration that starts in your chest and climbs your throat. Your mouth moves. You don't choose the sounds. They choose you. It lasts 11 seconds. You check your pulse. Your hands are trembling. Not from fear. From recognition. Like your body remembered something your mind forgot it knew. You don't sleep that night. Not because you're afraid. Because you're awake in a way you've never been before. Level 5, what it actually does to your brain. Here's what they don't put in the sermon. Neuroscientist Andrew Newberg ran brain scans on people while they spoke in tongues. The frontal lobe, the part that controls your sense of self, your will, your decision-making, went quiet. Not inactive. Surrendered. The language center shut down. But activity in the emotional and spiritual processing region spiked. You weren't constructing the words. Something else was. Now layer this with what the mystics knew for thousands of years. When the conscious mind steps back, something deeper moves forward. Call it the Holy Spirit. Call it the subconscious. Call it the soul. The name doesn't matter. What matters is it's real. And it changes you. People who practice it regularly report lower anxiety, stronger intuition, a sense of being guided, decisions that feel less like choices and more like inevitability. Like you're finally walking a path that was always yours. But here's where it gets dangerous. Level 6, the part they hide from you. Not everyone who speaks in tongues is speaking light. There are accounts, ancient ones, hidden in texts the church didn't canonize, of 2 frequencies. One that builds, one that destroys. The Didache, one of the earliest Christian documents, warned communities to test the spirit behind a speaker of tongues. Why would you need to test it if it was always holy? Because it isn't always. Certain practitioners, not pastors, not evangelists, people who went deeper discovered that the same mechanism that opens you to divine frequency can open you to something else entirely. The same doorway, different visitor. You find accounts of missionaries in the early 1900s who entered trances during tongue-speaking sessions and came out changed. Not peaceful, vacant, like something moved in and rearranged the furniture. You stop sleeping with your door open. You don't know why. You just do. Level 7, the twist nobody tells you. Here's the secret underneath the secret. Speaking in tongues was never just about what comes out. It's about what it makes room for. When your frontal lobe goes quiet, when your ego steps back, you become a vessel. The question was never, can you speak in tongues? The question is, what are you inviting in? The ancient practitioners knew this. That's why there were gatekeepers, elders, priests, guardians, people who had gone through years of preparation before they ever opened that door. Because an empty house doesn't stay empty. The church stripped out the gatekeepers, made it accessible, democratic, for everyone. And in doing so, they removed the warning label from something that had won for thousands of years. You think about the woman from level 1, the one who shook in the third row. You wonder what she let in. You wonder if she knows. You wonder if it matters. Final level, where you are now. You still practice, but differently. You set the intention before you open your mouth. You name what you're inviting. You close what you open. You understand now that this isn't performance. It isn't Sunday morning theater. It isn't supernatural party tricks. It is a technology, one that is older than every religion that claims to own it, one that your body already knows how to use. The sound are not the point. The surrender is. The surrender is the willingness to let something move through you that is larger than your name, your story, your fear. That is the secret nobody told you. Not because they were hiding it, but because most of them never went deep enough to find it. You have. Now the question is, what do you do with it?